This is a Technosaurus, and on it we have to go through 10 different eras. We'll have to upgrade our Technosaurus by creating and finding upgrades. If I fail to survive, my team will receive $400.
First era, guys, where we appeared can truly be called the ancient world. There's hundreds of variants of different dinosaurs around me, and here's mine. So yeah, we won't get far in this. We should definitely upgrade it.
The world in today's survival will be constantly changing. In total, 10 different eras await us, and aliens will be here too. In the place where I spawned, in addition to my Technosaur, I found starting loot.
Throwing knives, a cap, and some kind of manuscript. Listen, I think this hat suits me.
The first thing I wanted to do was explore this amazing world, but my eye was caught by the red box that contained our first recipe, a saddle for my Technosaurus.
Okay, there's this box here, and look, whoa, there's a crafting recipe for a saddle, because we won't just sit on our dinosaur. Well, let's go explore the world, guys.
The first dungeon I encountered was a small ruin, and I was immediately greeted by silverfish.
Look, despite the fact that this is the age of dinosaurs, there's even some ruins here. Okay, let's quickly loot the boxes. There's cooked Moriopontis here. Wait, they're attacking! They're attacking, guys!
Having quickly dealt with the silverfish, a very interesting message appeared in the chat.
You have received the skill point. Press L to open the tree. Oh my god. So it turns out we can upgrade our character.
There was also a huge dinosaur skeleton nearby, but the problem was that it contained a real dinosaur.
Oh, guys, what is that? Wait, is that a T-Rex or something? Oh my god, who even is it? Wait, there's another one attacking me now. As you can see, absolutely not all dinosaurs here are friendly.
Having looted these bones, I found a cool wooden club as well as a good helmet, and that was enough for me. Now I just had to obtain wood and build my first base.
I can see dinosaurs right from the window. Before the sun is set, I'm gonna go to the cave and look around a little. What else can be seen and found here?
The first feature of this era was the impossibility of getting iron, since the Iron Age wouldn't come soon.
Well guys, we only have stone tools, and so far we can't do better.
On the second day, I walked around the surrounding area in more detail to understand what was in this world. Of course, the first thing that catches my eye is the huge number of varieties of dinosaurs, even flying ones. In addition, settlements of primitive people were also sometimes found. The people themselves were not there, but the chest helped me find some kind of primitive armor and a bow and arrow.
I look like a real native now. What can you say about the dinosaurs that live here? Well, in general, most of them are friendly or neutral, but I experience attack from predators quite painfully. Let's run, guys! Let's run! It's a T-Rex!
It's day 3. The dinosaurs have woken up, and fish as well. I managed to build a small house, and now my main goal was to make a saddle for my Technosaur.
For now, guys, our world is still completely empty. There's nothing here except dinosaurs, some prehistoric ruins, and aboriginal houses. But as my team has hinted me, the Wild West, the emergence of railroads along with trains, megacities, and apocalypses await us. I think this will be one of the most interesting videos. However, in order to get to these eras, we need to not get eaten by another T-Rex. So I hope you believe in me.
At the end of day 3, I finally managed to make a saddle.
So guys, whoa, it works! Alright, let's go guys, just great!
As soon as I mounted on my Technosaur, a message appeared in the chat.
In 2 days, the world will be moved to the second era, the era of ancient Greece. Oh, I just love all sorts of ancient Greek myths. Okay guys, the main thing is to survive, because more and more aggressive dinosaurs have begun to appear all around me.
And at night, guys, they sounded quite scary. On day 4, I was attacked by a pack of predators. It feels like they began to notice me from a long distance.
My Technosaurus, guys, it doesn't move that fast yet, so I have to run away with 2 legs.
But on my last day in this era, I was even able to tame a dinosaur and even control it.
You may ask me why I need a Technosaurus at all, if you can tame a dinosaur and go through your entire survival on it. Well, firstly, the Technosaurus has a lot of HP. But secondly, unlike this dinosaur, the Technosaurus can be improved. We'll be able to find upgrades, create them, and they can greatly help us in the future. So dinosaurs are just dinosaurs, but without a Technosaurus, we'll not be able to survive this.
The second era has arrived, era of ancient Greece. New dungeons have appeared all over the map, starting from a huge statue of Zeus, ending with the Colosseum, and even the first settlements. We'll have to find them a little bit later. Also, in some biomes, the color of the grass has changed, so the world looked completely renewed.
I'm still on the Technosaurus, guys. Our second era has begun. Oh, message. Welcome to ancient Greece. The first cities appeared on the map, and you can easily find them, because roads have also appeared. But be careful, because robbers are now everywhere too. If you want to get a bonus for the next era, you need to find Zeus and complete his task. How will I even look for him? Okay, let's make a farm near a house and decorate it a little in the ancient Greek style.
In this era, iron could easily be mined, which means I was able to make myself good tools and obtain a sufficient amount of new resources.
With which I decided to improve my base. What's that going by there? Oh my god, look, wait, these are warriors. They already have shields and spears. Oh, wow.
In the coming days, I continued to explore the surrounding area. I needed to find as much clay as possible in order to make bricks. At the first meeting with the new aggressive mob, I learned that a mod for advanced combat has been activated.
Okay guys, I don't know what kind of monster this is. He's attacking me quite strongly, but it turns out there's a new combat system. I can't say it's easier to use it, but it's definitely more interesting.
Having finished my magnificent home, I decided to take my Technosaur and head down to the road to find the nearest first city. From the outside, it certainly looked quite unusual. The inhabitants of our Minecraft world probably thought I had gone crazy.
Okay, so look, we've reached the city. What's the most interesting thing here? Okay, there's traders, you can trade with the merchants. Yeah, that was pretty obvious.
Also, in such cities, it was possible to take on quests to search for lost artifacts. All these tasks, cities, and merchants were only available at the moment while we're in this era, so it was impossible to delay the study.
Friends, I want to draw your attention to this menu. We click on the letter J and we can see all the areas that await us. But in fact, 8 of them are simply closed. Nevertheless, the difficulty level is written down, and this is the most interesting part. The area of dinosaurs has an easy difficulty level. Ancient Greece also has an easy difficulty. But the third era, which we do not see, has a difficult level. This is what scares me most, and we don't have any way of knowing what era will be next.
As a result, in this city I decided to take 2 tasks and search for lost artifacts and began to return home. One thing was clear. While we had an easy era, we had to prepare for a difficult one.
It's a new day, guys. Unfortunately, there are no new crafts for a Technosaurus. This means upgrades may appear later, or they just need to be looked for. So today I decided to do 2 things. The first is a farm, and the second is some kind of fence. Because if suddenly some kind of monsters attack us, I want to be somehow protected. So in short, we're building a fence.
I will call today the day of the builder. I made myself a small fence and also made sure to make myself a farm.
Now this, guys, is very nice. A normal house, not this box. I forgot to tell you that this interesting location appeared near my house. And you know what? I think we 100% need to go explore it. My idea is to try to do this tomorrow.
The next morning, I went to this dungeon. It was some kind of ancient Greek building.
All monsters, I advise you to run away. So, okay, let's open the door. Wait, these are minotaurs! Oh no, guys, the minotaurs!
My stone sword dealt with them pretty well, and even my bow has helped me really well.
Okay, he's done. We also have a horned one inside. Okay, guys, I think that's it. Let's try to find something useful here. An iron throwing knife, an ice crystal, and nothing else here. And you know what's interesting? The ice crystal artifact was given to me in the city to find. And here we have it.
On the same day, on my Technosaur, I decided to go to the second coordinates, where the second artifact was supposed to be located. There were really a lot of new dungeons in the world, and I can't wait to see what the modern era, as well as the apocalyptic era, will look like.
Look at this building, and I already see those monsters. I feel like I'm gonna have to deal with them again. Okay, one is ready. These throwing knives work just fine against these monsters.
Inside the building, there was a box where I found the second artifact, Greek fire.
Come on, Technosaur, fire up. We need to go.
We had a very successful and productive day in the area of ancient Greece. But soon, ancient Greece will change to a new one. So as you understand, I wanted to hurry up in order to have time to explore everything, because we haven't even found the Colosseum yet.
It's crazy what a huge video this is. We're actually just going through the stages of civilization's development. It's super interesting at what will happen next.
On the next day, I decided to return to the city.
See you, man. Thanks for your help.
I completed the quest for the artifacts, guys, and these are the items that they gave me. I don't know what this is, but this is a mirror. I feel like it would have been better off leaving those artifacts behind.
My main goal for the era of ancient Greece was to complete the task of Zeus. Waking up calmly the next day and harvesting my crops.
Harvest! Zeman, come on, quickly collect it.
I went further to explore the map and found his statue.
Do you guys know what I found? I found the statue of Zeus. Yeah.
There was a book near the statue, which I decided to read right away.
Rumor has it you're quite strong. Is it true? I want to make sure of your strength. If you win the battle, I'll give you a valuable gift. The Colosseum is right in front of me. Good luck. This is the very task that was discussed at the beginning of this era. Well, let's go look for the Colosseum on our Technosaurus.
After running quite a little bit, I came across that same Colosseum. When I went inside, the door instantly closed and a Cyclops attacked me.
Oh my god, guys, this is a real Cyclops. There's still some traps here as well. Okay, I gotta be careful. Guys, he lifted me up. Okay, let's run. I can't let him get close, otherwise I'm just dead. Ooh. So, what happened to him? Some kind of chest plate? The Eye of Cyclops? Legendary weapon, okay, let's take it. Achilles breastplate. I think it's gonna be useful to us. I don't know, of course, whether it'll help us in the next era, but in this era, it will definitely protect us against the monsters.
Having defeated the Cyclops, a lightning ray appeared near the statue of Zeus.
So, what is this item? Okay. I guess I can shoot lightning now.
The next day started off quite badly because my house was attacked by a dragon, and this dragon was going to destroy absolutely everything I had.
Dragon! Oh my god, it's a dragon! What is he doing here? He's breaking blocks! Guys, my whole house! My entire house! Okay, I think that we have dragons in this world now.
As it turns out, I didn't immediately notice the icon in the upper left corner of the screen. The third era has begun. The era of the Middle Ages and dragons. New dungeons have appeared all over the world in the form of various towers, castles, as well as dragon beds and caves. Now, in this world, every day I'll be attacked by dragons, and my task will be to defend myself from them. And if I cannot do this, then our survival will end. It's also worth noting that some buildings and locations have been updated. For example, the Colosseum had become abandoned, and the city I was in had developed and now looked more like some kind of castle from a kingdom, with its own knights and even magicians.
And this is just the beginning, guys. Look at my house. Well, since we have a dragon lying around here, let's collect everything we can from it. How can I even protect myself from the attacks of these dragons? Look at my house!
The third era has begun super unexpectedly. Now it really felt like real hardcore. On the first day of the new era, I decided to restore my house, but no one gave me a guarantee that the next day a new dragon would not fly in and break everything again.
From the dragon that we defeated, I was able to make full-fledged dragon armor, which protected me very, very well. Guys, now I just look like a little dragon. I wouldn't say I like it, but I hope I look sinister. Grr.
There was something else interesting that day. Suddenly a message appeared in the chat that I definitely couldn't have expected.
Dragon attacks will continue every day until the end of the era. To stop them, you need to defeat the Dragon King. It's located at these coordinates. The Dragon King? What? Well, guys, I feel like our survival will end right here, and we haven't even gotten to the era of skyscrapers.
Even though the day was coming to an end, I decided not to delay and go to the coordinates right away. The faster we defeat the Dragon King, the greater our chances of survival. It was impossible to delay this. On the way to the Dragon King, I saw an interesting tower with some strange knights, and I of course decided to explore it.
Okay guys, we really are in the Middle Ages. The only thing that it's almost sunset, so let's hurry up. Let's move really carefully and hope that these knights don't throw us off, because we don't fully know whether they're friendly or not. Okay guys, they're not friendly, guys. They're actually not friendly. They're definitely not friendly. Okay, let's not let them near us. I thought that'd be more difficult though. Okay, let's see what they have inside here. Oh, another one. I wouldn't want to fight with them, guys, but they're aggroing at me themselves. Oh, there's ladder to the top. Okay, one more, carefully.
As you can imagine, I was looting the tower at night, finding a lot of cool resources and trying to climb to the very top.
Okay, this is a pretty cozy room. Ice sword, a legendary weapon, and a note. This huge dragon has been annoying us for several months now. Due to the attack of his minions, we have to rebuild our tower every single time. We have created weapons against these fire dragons. All that remains is to find the king. Well guys, as you understand, I'm the one looking for the king. It's night outside guys, so today we'll spend the night here and tomorrow we'll hit the road again.
Before I went to bed, I looked at our era menu. I didn't know what the next era would be, but a hint appeared that said that in the new era, a huge number of crafts and new items would open. And most importantly, an upgrade for a Technosaur. New day, it's morning. I realized that in no matter what place I'm in, a new dragon will spawn with me every single day.
Today we have a fiery dragon, guys. Look, he looks so scary. Mommy! Okay, guys, let's go down. It's better to deal with him on the ground like real men. Come on, one by one, guys. Let's go for the dragon. Have you ever seen this before? Oh my god, wait, he's breaking blocks as well. That's crazy. We're burning, guys. We're burning. Okay, water. Okay, let's put it out. Okay, we killed another dragon, guys. Let's collect the loot from him and head further to look for the king of the dragons.
It took some time to get to the desired coordinates, but at least I could fully enjoy the map that my team had prepared. At the time, I still couldn't figure out how this world could change, and most importantly, develop as a full-fledged civilization. Having reached the desired coordinates, I saw a new biome. It was called the Valley of Bones.
Guys, yeah, the weather here of course is not the best, and I can also constantly hear the screams of some dragons. There are a lot of bones around, just look at them. Most likely these are dinosaurs left from the previous era. But at the same time, we're no longer worried about the dinosaurs, but flying dinosaurs. Do you know what these flying dinosaurs are called? Dragons! Oh, and here it is, guys, look! He's the king of dragons! Okay, let's defend ourselves! Oh, wait, I'm burning, guys, I'm burning! Okay, we just need to place blocks. At these moments, we need these blocks against these dragons. Although most likely this will not help. Okay, come on, run! Okay, we did it. I guess I don't have to play Skyrim now.
After defeating the Dragon King, the sky is cleared and a new message had appeared in the chat.
Congratulations, you've completed the entire ancient era. A new stage in the development of the world begins. You have entered the industrial era.
The first thing I noticed was that factories began to spawn all over the map. Workers began to walk on the roads, and by the way, the pedestrian roads also changed. And most importantly, the create mod and 5 other different mods for automation and mechanisms were turned on. The city we go in each era has also changed. Now it looked really high-tech.
During the industrial age, new upgrades became available for your Technosaur. Guys, let's run and look quickly. Okay, wait, look, what? Okay, I think these are chests and now we can hang it, and turns out we can carry things with our Technosaur. The crafting, of course, is not easy, but what can we do? Let's try.
After the era of dragons, this era seemed very easy and more aimed at learning mods. However, new monsters also appeared here, and as you understand, with each era they will become even stronger.
Modernity, guys, finally, and now we'll go explore them.
The first location that I explored in the industrial era was a factory.
Whoa, okay, wait, there's monsters there. No, of course I understand that this is Minecraft, but these factories have only just appeared. I feel that these locations will not be easy to explore.
At the factories, you can find the most important things. Ready-made blocks for mechanisms from the Create mod. We'll be able to craft auto farms, elevators, and so much more. But first, we had to get a lot of resources and loot several factories.
Okay guys, no matter what it cost us, let's try to loot the factory. I decided to go from above because it'll be quite difficult to defeat monsters like these with my armor and weapons. It's simple guys, we make our way from above to the boxes, take all the resources that are there, and head off to loot another factory.
Before moving on, I thought that we now run home, throw all the resources that we just got, and most importantly, make a new upgrade for a Technosaur.
Actually, you can't go anywhere without it. To explore new locations and run across vast distances, Technosaurus. Storing resources while we travel, Technosaurus. So we can't go anywhere without it, so let's upgrade it.
The upgrade was not difficult to craft. Plus, I obtained additional resources that replenish my reserves at the base.
That's it guys, now we can store our resources in our Technosaur and we won't have to constantly return home to put them away. So let's go look for the next factory.
As I traveled through this beautiful world, I began to notice how it came to life. NPCs built new buildings, factories, power lines, railway depots, even oil production stations. All these dungeons began to spawn in our world. How my team prepared all this survival and how this map works, I couldn't really wrap my head around it.
So I guess this is an oil production station. Wait, back away. Wait, where's my bow? So come on, that's fine, let's defend ourselves. This oil will be mine. Oh, okay. Let's now look at all the boxes that are here. Look, wait, there actually is oil here. I don't know why we need it, but I think I'll just take it and load it on our Technosaur. A note? Third oil field. The quality of the oil is top class. Let's keep that in mind, guys. Let's take all of it and keep going.
In the coming days, I went quite far from home and had to build small structures to wait out the night and all those monsters that spawned.
It's a new day, guys. I made myself a box like this, and it's noteworthy that different signs appeared on many roads. Oh, city, I think we should go there. Now look, this city looks in the style of my channel. Everything is so technological. Wait, that's a working elevator. Oh my god.
In this era, walking around the city, I already found a lot of interesting things. Starting from a working bank, where you could buy money for various resources. And most importantly, a depot. Now, for a small fee, you could move between cities.
You can sell oil here! Wait, so it's good that we collected the oil. We're super rich now, let's go!
Having sold a certain amount of resources from traders, I decided to take a train home. Although there were no trains going in the opposite direction, so I had to run on foot.
Now this kind of survival, guys, it's something I really like. Let's go back home, because our home is from the era of some ancient Greek times. We need a technological house that keeps up with the times.
I spent the next few days upgrading my house, and most importantly, creating mechanisms. We managed to loot a lot, but I decided to craft some missing blocks and items. And to do that, I need to mine a lot of zinc and andesite in the caves.
Our first project will be a creation of an elevator. I specifically made a multi-story house for myself, and the elevator will definitely come in handy here. It'll take me some time to figure out how to do this though.
In the next few days, in addition to the elevator, I also made an opening gate and made a small automatic farm.
In general, this era feels much more advanced than previous ones, but this may be due to such a rich and huge number of innovations.
I was missing some tools and blocks, and getting them from factories was quite dangerous. Instead, I extracted oil and sold it in the city, and used it to buy additional equipment that I needed for my house.
Can you imagine how much has been added? This is only the 4th era. We're not even halfway through. wow.
The magnificent Zeman house of the 4th era is right in front of you. It turned out not only technological, but also beautiful. The house has become larger and so has the territory. But no matter how much I wanted to spend more time in this era, its history was coming to an end, and a new era began. The history of the Wild West. New dungeons began to spawn all over the map. Gold deposits, more oil installations, sheriff buildings appeared, as well as cowboy buildings and their corresponding NPCs, along with new monsters. This era was going to be hardcore due to the huge danger from NPCs, so I have to be very careful.
What do I want to say, guys? It's the Wild West. Well, first of all, we already have our house, a magnificent Technosaurus, and I have a hat, which I found at the beginning of survival. Well, now, at least a little bit, I think I look like a cowboy. New gold deposits have been discovered. In order to advance to the next era, you must mine more gold than the cowboys in 10 days. Otherwise, your survival will come to an end. Oh, guys, okay, this is getting serious.
Now I had a special menu using which I could monitor my progress as well as the progress of the cowboys. On the next day, I immediately went to the first field and wanted to understand what awaited us there.
The gold will be ours, guys. I don't want to lose the survival. Wait, the cowboys are here. What, guys? I should have upgraded my inventory a little bit because I still have a bow.
We were in hardcore, which meant I only had one try for the entire game. I didn't take any risks and went to the city to buy some useful items.
So let's buy this thing and better armor too.
Also, in some cities, you could take additional tasks from the sheriffs, but for now, I didn't get distracted by that.
Now, that's it, guys. That's way better. At least I can resist these villains, but it won't be easy. So come on, let's put up blocks. Okay, reload, come on. Okay, this revolver is good. Okay, now let's collect all the resources here.
Every day, I explored the caves. Now, I was focused on collecting as much gold as possible. But no matter how hard I tried, I was still losing the game.
Guys, this is simply impossible. I'm not doing anything else, and I'm still losing.
That's when I decided to turn to the sheriffs, who gave me a couple of quests to find different people who were lost, as well as find all sorts of objects. For such tasks, I received quite a lot of gold, and this helped me get a little bit ahead.
We got another task, guys. We need to find John, a local farmer who got lost somewhere near the bandits' cave. Let's find him. Oh, great.
Thanks for helping me. I thought no one else would save me.
Also, gold could be bought with money. I sold all the oil that I had, and now I have turned from an oil tycoon into a gold one.
The gap we have now is simply huge. So let's really carefully deal with the following things. Firstly, at the beginning of survival, I showed you a huge menu of different skills that could be upgraded. So I upgraded a little, and I still have a couple of points left. Let's quickly do that. And also, since we're in the Wild West, let's make a stable and set a goal to tame 5 different horses.
For such things, of course, I had to first collect apples, but I didn't have my own apple farm, so I just bought them in the city.
Well, 2 stacks of apples will definitely be enough for us, guys. Let's make every paddock for every horse, and a day will pass for me, but for you, just 1 frame. Now, let's go look for the horses.
After 2 days, the stable was completely finished with tame horses, but it was still quite difficult to tame them.
But wait, where are you going? I'm giving you apples.
Why? However, with this, the 5th era of the Wild West was coming to an end.
And so we've reached the 6th era. This is our present time, the era of skyscrapers.
Oil refineries, gold mines, and even ancient factories are a thing of the past and have become abandoned locations. Now our world was filled with skyscrapers. The first airplanes and helicopters appeared, and the world moved into a real modern time.
Oh my god, wait, look, I can already see a couple of skyscrapers from here. So to speak, we must keep up with the times, so according to tradition, the first thing we're gonna do is change our house. So it doesn't look crazy. Otherwise, they'll just say it's not clear who I am at all. So I think we can make our own skyscraper with about 10 floors. And I think that its essence will be that we'll make each floor according to the era that we managed to go through. Since the skyscraper era is considered the safest one, there are no monsters on the map at this time. We can completely engage in building and exploring the world.
I started, of course, with the frame, and then began to gradually fill the floors. The first floor became dedicated to dinosaur. It's good that some of the bones were still in place. And in the chests, I had some shells that I had collected in the first tens of minutes of the game.
Well, on the first floor, we'll try to make some kind of tropic so that everything here reminds us of dinosaurs. And wait, I think I have a skull. Oh my god, just look at it. Perfect.
And of course, such a skyscraper needed an elevator. Ordinary stairs were no longer suitable for this.
Where do we go next? Remember, it's ancient Greece, the first cities, and Zeus. And so that you understand, since that time I've never used the lighting of Zeus. So I think we'll make a small ancient Greek courtyard and put a monument in the middle with this very object.
In the era of blocks, I didn't dig much, so I went to the Colosseum to collect the necessary resources. Imagine my surprise when the Colosseum turned into ruins, since it was already one of the wonders of the world and had survived so many eras.
Let's dig up some block, guys, and I still have no idea how they created all this. My team, it's just crazy. Something new constantly appears. It's just amazing.
And here's the wonderful floor of Greece that we have created. It's a pity that a whole Colosseum won't fit here. I made the third floor for the third era quite quickly. I decorated everything like a dragon's lair and scattered small black ruins everywhere. But floor 4 so far was my favorite era in this survival. I decided to arrange it in very high detail and beautifully decorated entirely from industrial blocks along with small mechanisms.
I think we'll spend even a little bit of resources and make another upgrade that we already created for a Technosaur in the form of chests on it, just to beautifully put it in the frame right in the middle of this floor, because we created this upgrade right in that era.
Having decorated floor 5 in the form of the Wild West, I got distracted and decided to take a walk through the technological and modern world that surrounded us.
Wait, look at this highway! I mean, yeah, I'm still on my Technosaurus, I still look like a freak, but that's just for now. It's a little strange in my head because usually in all my survivals, all the highways that exist are already overgrown with grass and it's some kind of apocalypse. But here, you don't have this. It's absolutely awesome roads and of course mega cities. Just look at how tall they are.
This is indeed a very unusual survival. As I said, we became a spectator of the birth of civilization and go through its entire history.
Guys, we could actually just buy a car, but why do we even need it if we have a Technosaurus? Speaking of which, I think we should quickly return home and see if there's any new upgrades for it. Wait, helmet! It's a helmet, guys! So I think this is armor for a Technosaurus. As you understand, different eras still await us, so this will definitely be useful. Who knows what kind of monsters will attack us? And for a helmet, guys, you need a lot of resources, and namely iron. So now we're gonna go into the caves. I want to take a little break and just mine resources for a couple of days.
I spent about 3 days in the caves because you just won't find 4 stacks of iron lying somewhere on the road. But nevertheless, it was a huge plus. And there were still no monsters in this era, not even in this cave. When I returned back, I made the upgrade and placed it on my Technosaur.
Well, now this is what I'm talking about. Now at least it looks pretty good.
As you understand, there are many more cities in this world, and I even discovered 3 cities. And in one of them, there was even an airport, and I saw planes take off.
Look, wait, you can buy airplanes here, but they cost a ton of money. Maybe it's better to just stay without a plane.
It's interesting that we started playing on a map that only had flying dinosaurs, but now we already have airplanes flying around. And something else will also fly. You will learn that in the next era.
I found some old ruins here, guys. I don't know, we can try to loot them. And I don't mind any extra resources now, because there's still so many upgrades to be made for the Technosaur. Gold, some high-tech wires, plates, and some kind of chips. Oh, and here we have a note. The world is changing and developing very quickly, but no one notices the aliens, because they do exist. Sooner or later, the aliens will come here and the world will really know who is in charge here. What did I want to say? What I just read is some kind of nonsense.
While I was exploring and planning to add new mechanisms to my base, the era changed dramatically, and a new message appeared in the chat.
Humanity has reached its maximum. Several cosmodromes have appeared in the world. Now you can fly to other planets, study them, and build your bases on them. But first, try to find a spaceport. No way! If they added the Galaxy Craft mod here, then I'm super happy.
But it was too early to celebrate. There wasn't a single clue around that there was a cosmodrome somewhere nearby. And apparently the text in the chat said that this was for a reason.
Okay guys, I'm going in search today. I left all my work, I'll finish it later. I'm gonna find this very cosmodrome. And if there's several of them, then I'm gonna find them all.
Indeed, without the Technosaur, I wouldn't have been able to cope in any way, because it allowed me to overcome enormous distances. I didn't find the Cosmodrome in the next few days, but I was able to find a couple of interesting locations though.
Look, I think this is an entrance to some kind of bunker. Let's try to go inside. A sign. Welcome to Siemens Eternal Bunker. I wonder why this is my bunker though. There are about 5 such bunkers throughout the map. Find all of them and get a gift.
Having looted the bunker and several ruins, I decided to go home to unload resources and go on a search again.
What kind of monster is waiting for me here? Who even are you? Okay, I don't know where the monsters come from, but this is already a bad call. And what was he doing near my base?
In the coming days, I still managed to find the Cosmodrome. There were several rockets at the Cosmodrome, and any of them could go on a long journey.
I found it, guys, I think that's it. We finally found the spaceport. Okay, let's park the Technosaurus right here. Okay, sit here and don't run away. I'll be back soon. Well, guys, let's set off on our first intergalactic journey. There were a lot of planets I could fly to, but first I had to start the engines. Let's go!
My choice fell on this planet, and just 2 minutes later, we we landed on it.
Break! Okay, we're here. Primary analysis on the planet. There's not a single living creature here. Slightly strange soil and the lack of oxygen.
The first days on the new surface, I built myself some kind of house, or rather my own space base, on which we'll store our resources that we find on this planet. And in the future, it'll be from this base that we'll launch back to Earth.
And by the way, the gravity here, guys, is also unearthly, which is quite unusual. Whee! Woo! Okay, jokes aside, guys, let's dig local resources. Yours on this planet, guys, differs a lot, and the best way to find out how much is to just start looking for them.
It turns out that the inventory on my rocket included a rover. This is a machine that can be used to explore the surface of another planet.
Guys, I actually think these are just ordinary bugs, but now the surface exploration will go much faster. I still hope to find something here. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I think that we found the first traces of some other civilization, guys. You can ask if I'm scared, but even I thought about it, but let's go.
I managed to find space station number 15. Previously, people lived on it who explored this planet, but now it's completely abandoned.
I don't really want to go in there anymore. It doesn't look really good, because there could be all sorts of strangers and predators there. Just so you remember, guys, we only have one life, and we can lose all of our progress in just a second.
I had absolutely no idea what to expect, so I made my way very carefully.
Okay, let's do this. I don't hear anyone, and I don't see anyone. Maybe I'm just exaggerating, and this is just some kind of dungeon where you can get loot.
The base turned out to be really empty, so it was possible to safely loot everything that was here.
The best thing is, guys, is that there's absolutely new loot here, which doesn't exist on Earth, and it's not from previous mods. This loot is specifically from space mods and space loot. We'll definitely bring all of this to our base on Earth to make something really cool out of it. Oh, and a note. Aliens really exist. Maybe not on this planet, but they do. You may realize it too late. This is the kind of note, guys, that I would definitely take seriously. Probably all of this, and for a reason, tells me that some next apocalypse or some next era will come. What's the conclusion? Let's just take a closer look for now.
After some time returning back, I thought it'd be possible to make some kind of garden under a glass dome.
It's quite small, guys, and I think we'll just place it here. It'll be a garden farm. We'll grow carrots and, for example, maybe oak trees.
Once completed, it looked absolutely beautiful. I decided to travel on the rover on the surface of this planet and even found fragments of some satellites, where electrical circuits and some wires could be found.
Well, guys, I think that we've so far looted everything we can, so I suggest we put up the rocket and try to fly somewhere else.
The next place I decided to fly to was the moon. It seemed to me that it would be a pretty interesting location to visit in Minecraft.
Let's land, guys!
After running a little bit on the moon, I decided that I had to return home. But after running a little bit forward, I noticed something that I never thought I would see on the moon.
Okay, guys, this is really strange. We're on the moon and what is this? What kind of building is that? Okay, let's just try to get to it. I hope this isn't a hallucination.
Running a little closer, I saw the main entrance and it looked quite abandoned.
Where does a simple brick building come from on the moon? Okay, let's try to go inside. I hope we don't go crazy here. Okay, what kind of mouse is that? Wait, another one. Oh my god, okay, there's a lot of mice here. Let's run. Ah! Okay, it's just mice. There's just the man standing here. Oh, why am I getting so scared? Okay, guys, I think I understand what kind of building this is. Look, does this remind you of anything? It's a museum. It's a real abandoned museum. And in the center, like in any other museum, we have dinosaur bones. Whoa, this is from some kind of era of mammoths. This museum was created in the 12th century. All types of plants and animals that no longer exist on Earth are collected here. Entrance to this museum costs a channel subscription. So, guys, well, as you understand, you gotta subscribe. And from all this, I have one question. What is it doing on the moon and not on Earth as it should be? I guess let's first see what's on the second floor and then we'll check the bottom. And here, look, there's some flasks, maybe some artifacts. And by the way, they're all just empty. And now look, I found a room where there's still something in these capsules. Some kind of toilet or I don't know what this is. Just tell me in the comments. Just some kind of black block. And there's something purple and some kind of alien dirt, maybe, with some strange things inside.
I was able to fully explore the first and second floors of this museum, and there was a basement. A dark basement. Well, more precisely, I don't know whether it's dark or not, so let's just take a look.
So, okay, this looks a little creepy, and I think there's something more to it. Yeah, another door and another one. This is the bottom floor of the museum, I guess, and well, let's see what they have here. There's monsters here, guys, and there's a lot of them. Also, as you can see, there's some radiation icons and some green puddles. Let me remind you that we're still on the moon. However, this is not important right now. It's important to keep an eye on the monsters so that none of them attack me, because it's suspiciously quiet so far. Oh, and again, a note. We have moved the museum to the moon. People didn't notice that we stole this museum from them. Now we have something to do on the moon. Oh, so these aliens just stole it so they wouldn't be bored? That's insane. I guess this means that aliens actually exist. Let's find a way out and just get out of here as quickly as possible.
And after the moon, I went back home.
We're back home, guys, at last. Now I'm gonna collect the maximum number of useful blocks in order to make some kind of cosmodrome at my base. And so that we don't have to walk so far. So let's just collect all the blocks and go home. That's it, guys, we're home. Let's throw all the resources into our chest for now. And by the way, it would actually make our warehouse a bit bigger, but let's make our own small cosmodrome.
While I was doing the construction, a message appeared in the chat, guys, and it was the most unexpected in the entire video.
Attention, a meteorite is approaching. It'll reach the Earth's surface within 3 days. The map will change a lot. If you need to collect some resources, do it as soon as possible. You're also given 4 protection blocks. Place them at the corners of your base, and everything that's located inside the allocated area will not be affected. Oh my god, wait, what's gonna happen?
I was really surprised by this and didn't think that such drastic changes could happen in this video.
Guys, I'm just so grateful that my team made it possible to save my base. Otherwise, I'd be amazed by what it would look like. Okay, let's first set up these defensive blocks. Here's one, and just like that, we're ready. So I guess we've identified the area that shouldn't actually get affected.
For the next 3 days, I was busy trying to collect as many animals as possible for my base. I managed to collect more of the most important ones. Cows, pigs, chickens, dogs, and ocelots. But now, we have to wait.
Oh wait, the area changed. Okay, it doesn't look very promising.
And just 10 seconds later, everything started lagging out.
I don't know how much longer I'll have to wait. I texted my team, they said that this was normal and they couldn't think of it any other way. And the entire map is actually just changing. Oh, finally, okay, let's play. Alright, let's look around. The most important thing is that our base is safe, but everything around, oh my god. I guess we'll just have to survive in this era.
Survival in this era of the apocalypse awaited us, one of the most hardcore eras in this video. Radiation appeared in some locations and raiders began to roam the world.
The main thing is that we still have the Technosaur, and with it, I'll show you why we really needed it in this video.
I also checked the repair box. A new upgrade for a Technosaur has become available.
Tailblade. Okay, let's do it. I have the resources in stock for this, guys, so we won't have to go anywhere. It actually looks pretty cool, just look at it. Well, what can I say is that I ran for just 2 minutes and there's a lot more ruins. And of course, there's also a lot of monsters, so let's run away. And in general, it's a lot more dangerous here. We need to somehow survive this. I don't know yet whether it's gonna be easy or difficult.
The next day, I received an answer to this question because a flock of new monsters attacked my base.
Oh, what? They can break blocks? Okay, get away from my base. It's a pity that the Technosaur can't attack just like that. Okay, we dealt with the monsters, but now we definitely need to strengthen our base. Firstly, on our Technosaur, we'll go and search for lava. I just made myself a bunch of different buckets, and as you understand, I'm just gonna fill them up.
This was necessary in order to make a lava ravine, which would hold back the monsters that would attack me. Having collected all the lava, the first thing I decided to do was make an additional fence, and only then the ravine.
Okay, this should definitely help.
The next day, I went further to explore the world and found a very interesting location, a huge fallen pipe.
I don't know where this pipe came from, and as you can see, there's a lot of monsters here too. Well, okay, we're not at first, so let's go. We've dealt with the monsters, let's see what loot we have here. Oh, okay, a note. Who could have imagined that a meteorite could fall? But it happened. I hope we can restore the civilization, but it will take time. So what's our task? The most important thing is to just survive. Wait, stop, oh my god, what kind of cockroaches are these? Okay, I managed to build blocks, and I think that saved me. Yo, wait, leave me alone, what is that thing? Okay, oh my god, careful, guys, this is so serious. I could even say it's a boss. Guys, okay, I'm reloading. There's just not enough ammo. I don't want to end the survival. Oh, okay, oh my god, we survived. I don't like this at all, guys. Some strange monsters that appear here. Okay, let's just take all the resources and go home.
Having looted all the boxes, I was able to find 3 interesting notes that told me about the world after the apocalypse.
Guys, I mean, I'm already in a familiar environment. Actually, our entire channel is just dedicated to all sorts of disasters and some kind of apocalypse. I don't know. I've never made videos about dragons or mega cities. So now I'm pretty much in my right place. But it'd be cool to get some information from you about which era you like best. So just tell me in the comments about the eras, and maybe they could be added to this video. And that's it. I'm looting the last chest that I can see, and we'll just get out of here as quickly as possible.
It was simply impossible to get home just like that. I was constantly attacked by some monsters, and I think they were just haters.
Either fans or haters. Who's chasing me?
The next day seemed just to be an ordinary day, but it began with an attack by monsters.
So guys, I don't know what's even worse. What's happening on my screen right now, or dragons? No, the dragons are probably easier actually. They're just destroying my base.
Still, we managed to deal with the monsters. After that, a message appeared in chat saying that I have to live another 10 days in the apocalypse.
But I mean, if monsters attack us like this every single day, I don't think we'll be able to survive.
And after going through all the chests in which I had loot, I found armor that protected me a little bit better. And of course, I decided to put it on.
Well, the apocalypse is the apocalypse, but it seems like we have enough resources for now. I'm gonna continue working on the floors in our skyscraper.
It took me 5 whole days. Step by step, I made each floor according to the era that it happened in, remembering the emotions and events that I experienced.
Actually guys, after editing the video, everything passes at the click of a finger. One era just gives way to another, and just new innovations appear for me. But of course, the change of each era is kind of a big event for me. But how long have my team and I have been developing this, guys? It's simply amazing. So soon the era of the apocalypse will come to an end. To advance to the next phase, a hardcore battle will await you. I feel like my team is just making fun of me, but on the other hand, guys, I'm no longer afraid of anything. We've pretty much passed through almost everything. So we're gonna handle it, guys. What are we gonna do?
On the last day of the apocalypse, a giant monster appeared, the size of which was difficult to describe.
What kind of titan is that? Okay, calm down, calm down. Come here, you monster! I won't just destroy you, I'll cripple you! Ah! Okay, back, okay. No one's gonna stop me from going through this survival! Just like that. Okay, he almost destroyed me, guys. But we're still alive, and the next phase will still happen.
The penultimate phase awaited us. I had some time to exhale. The whole world, to be honest, seemed kind of oversaturated at this point.
Look, at the beginning we had practically no dungeons or locations at all. Now we have some kind of skyscrapers, ruins, so a lot of locations. There's no empty space. But still, we have 2 more phases ahead of us, so I don't know what awaits us.
Phase 9. Several notes that were found about aliens were not just like that, because the era of aliens was awaiting us.
Wait, is that a flying saucer?
And it wasn't alone. There were several of them all over the map. Aliens landed on Earth and they were going to take it over.
An alien invasion is happening right now. Zeman, the whole civilization is in your hands. Only after defeating 1,000 aliens, you'll be able to move on to the last phase. But be careful, these monsters are more hardcore than all of the previous ones you saw in this video. Yeah, guys, for this, we're gonna need way better armor.
The problem is, I don't have this armor.
Okay, however, despite this, we still have an upgrade for our Technosaur. These are jet engines, and wow. And we're gonna put them on right now. First and second. Now we can try to look for better resources.
Alien airdrops began to spawn all over the map. It was possible to find those resources and those guns and armor that can help with these aliens.
Okay, I had a message in the chat before, I didn't have time to capture it. Airdrops will spawn all over the world, and there'll be resources that can help us, and I'm running to my first one. And wow, we have a piece of our new armor. I think this can definitely help us. Let's find some more. Well, that's it, guys. We're ready to fight these aliens. Guys, look at the size of that alien over there. Okay, I really hope we can survive. There's actually a lot of them here, but I'll try to deal with them. So, a lot of little aliens, one kind of installation, and some kind of huge spider. Okay, come on. Okay, yes, I got one. Okay, guys, they actually do a lot of damage to us, too. All right, friends, we dealt with them. Woohoo! Here, look, I think we have the remains of this very robot that we destroyed. And yeah, look, I think we can collect the resources. Oh my god. Oh wow, so much loot, some electrical circuits. All of this will be so useful. We have a helicopter here and some kind of radioactive ruins, as you can see. Let's start with a helicopter. Okay, it's some kind of weird thing, but it's written that it's gold, so let's take it. I hope there won't be anyone inside. Yeah, probably not a single dangerous alien would fit in here. Iron or something, watering flowers? I don't know. Okay, flowers are flowers. Let's take it. And a book and quill. Comparison of aliens and dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are better. Okay, guys, it's up to you. Just tell me in the comments.
Also, in addition to the helicopter, there was another dungeon. And from there, robots immediately ran towards me.
Oh, these robots! These little robots are boring me again. When are they spawning? There were none at all. Okay, I don't have any ammo after them. The only good thing is that they dropped some really good loot. This is just a huge plus. And the sounds that they make, they kind of sound like notifications. Okay, let's take a quick look and get out of here. Chair, iron, and ammo. You can even sit on the chair, guys, and look at the apocalypse world, at my Technosaur, and get out of here as quickly as we can before the aliens come for me.
Over the next 20 days, I fought these aliens. It was difficult, and in some places, you couldn't even go without golden apples, so I constantly had to craft them.
Come on, come here! Do you want it too? No, guys, there's no point in fighting me. Zeman is in the building, and you can't escape. Look at that annoying guy over there. Wait, come on now, wait. You have defeated the aliens, they're retreating. Civilization is now saved. Tomorrow, you'll move on to the 10th era. We've come a long way, guys. It seems to me that this is the biggest video in the entire history of the channel. Yeah, I say this all the time in every video, but still, is there someone who disagrees with me? This is just insane.
New day. The last and 10th era has arrived. The era of the future. The world began to recover after the apocalypse. The set of blocks that now made up the soil began to change back to dirt. And many of the buildings were restored to their original appearance. Maybe some a little bit crookedly.
Yeah, guys, it's just a direct example of that. And of course, all of this works out great, but there's still a bit of bugs. And the Colosseum has moved a little bit. Well, it happens to everyone, yeah.
People of the future began to walk all over the world and thanked me for saving the civilization from the aliens.
Thank you very much, Zeman. You were able to survive all eras and save us from the aliens. We're very thankful.
The last thing left unfinished in this video is my skyscraper of eras.
Well, guys, I didn't show you a couple of floors. For example, I designed the apocalypse floor, the alien floor, and we still have the last and final floor, the future. So let's finish it up.
Collecting the last resources for this 10th and final floor in this video, I remembered everything that we experienced in this survival. How we started with a completely basic Technosaur among the skeletons and remains of dinosaur. How we fought with dragons, industrial changes in the world, confrontations with cowboys, and the developments of mega cities and the world falling into the apocalypse. All this allowed me to experience a huge amount of emotions, and I hope I was able to share them with you. At this point, the floor was completed, and it turned out really beautiful.
We survived 10 eras on this Technosaur, and if you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Well, that is all, guys. Zeman was with you. Good luck to everyone. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.